Hey, good morning to you. How we doing on this Thursday? Yes, I am early. As I mentioned, I was going to be early today and also be early tomorrow because I got some commuting to do in the next 3 days. So David here with you, talking about balancing the triad, body, mind, and spirit. You work on that to work on those to improve your health, wellness, and fitness, and thus every aspect of your life. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it because I got to get going. A little bit of continuation. The video I did was last week is what are your dominant thoughts? So this kind of goes across that one there. It's basically the same train of thought, which is your words matter. Think about the words that you tell yourself. I can. I can't. I'll figure this out. I'm stupid. I'm glancing over here because I cut them up there. I will or I won't. Mistakes are okay. I always screw things up. Think about what are the things that you tell yourself. It can either be out loud or in your head. Now, what it is the more often you tell yourself these words, if they're going to be positive or negative, the longer you tell yourself the words, the more likely you are to believe that as your truth. If you keep saying, I screw things up, I am stupid, you're constantly going to start hearing that and you're going to believe it. Because your self-talk, you're always listening. So it's always be very wary of what you're going to say for your talk. Oh, here or there. And yeah, it can be pretty nasty. I mean, how many times have you come around people and they are just pretty negative themselves, very criticizing, very belligerent to themselves just because they made a simple mistake? And a reference I made with dominant thoughts too is, would you tell your best friend the same thing? Or think about also what would you tell a child? If a young child messed up, how would you treat them? Yeah, because sometimes our subconscious little fragile thing in there can be. And the subconscious is what controls the show. Everything you think, you hear, you listen, you watch, you read, goes in the subconscious mind. Whether you're aware of it or not, doesn't have to be. It programs and runs the show. And comparatively is like an iceberg. Here's the conscious mind of the iceberg. Here's the subconscious all the way underneath the water. That's your subconscious. And the differences could be anywhere. Your subconscious can be from anywhere from 3 million up to 4 billion times more powerful than the conscious mind. But yeah, being aware of what you tell yourself on a regular basis plays a factor. Because I have been around people where every time they make a little mistake, they do something that should have been obvious, but they messed up on it. It's all, oh, come on, that was stupid. Be aware of yourself and realize the words you say, especially to yourself. There's also different plays in words. If you have something you like, maybe you had a meal or something, you go, yeah, that's not too bad. Well, why'd you say it's not too bad versus, hey, this is pretty good? That plays a factor as well. Do you use a negative word to describe something supposed to be positive? So if you're saying it's not too bad versus it's pretty good, I mean, some people think they mean the general idea of what they can be, but yet it's still the word you choose. You're choosing not too bad versus, hey, this is pretty good, I like this. Or not too bad. I mean, it's different. Be wary of the words. There's things where I can add, one of the ones you can even, sometimes you want to add certain words in. I know I got this from coaching training, is that, yeah, I can't do this yet. I don't know how to do this yet. There's always ways you can figure out, just like with myself, and I've shared, I got my issues with the motorcycle. I'm not for sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm reaching out and taking some steps. You're not for sure how to start doing the exercising program yet. There's plenty of resources you can go to that are free if you choose to. Not for sure what type of nutrition to eat. Well, at least you know, most likely, you're pretty much going to know the things that are not really good for you. You know how to start cutting those out. But be aware of your words you're telling yourself. Because it's like Henry Ford. If you believe you can or you can't, you're right. So if you're starting to start an exercise program or want to start taking better care of your health, start eating healthy, start meditating, whatever it's going to be. No, I can't do that. I've screwed up before. I can't figure it out. How much is that going to contribute to your success versus, hey, I haven't been able to do this before. Okay, but let me figure it out this time. Let me try something different. Let me get some help. And those plays a huge factor. And yes, I can still get caught in this. I'm not nearly as bad as I used to be. I used to be pretty negative of myself, but over the years I've learned how to get better and better. And right now I can usually catch myself, and more so I see it in other people. And most things you don't like in other people, or things you don't like in yourself, or things you like in other people, or the things you like about yourself, or you would like to have. Different characteristics and traits. So the things that I've learned to avoid, or at least I should say stop doing it myself. I notice those quite a bit in others, and it's amazing to me how much negativity people can share at times. But all right, so I'm going to leave it with that there. Be aware of your words that you tell yourself. Be aware of others. I mean, most notably yourself, because you are always listening. The internal dialogue as well as the external dialogue yourself. Be wary of your words. And if we're talking about that, if you haven't figured it out yet and you want some help on that, in the description, there is a link to my free training in the Facebook group, Health and Wellness Your Way. We kind of take you step by step to give you some thought process to get you going on your health, wellness, and fitness goals by working on your body, mind, and spirit. All right, have yourself a wonderful day. I know we're going to have some rain here in Northern California. It's rather windy out there as well, but so be safe out there. We will catch you tomorrow. Take care and balancing to you. Bye-bye.